don't do that. Shout out to Chris for this awesome sweater he got me last year. It's a dinosaur on a disco floor. So I'm all decked out. I'm ready for Christmas. We're gonna do the thing. We're gonna eat some cookies. We gotta splurge, diet. Schmiet. It's out the window, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name's Rachel. If you're new, welcome. So excited to have you. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're gonna bake some cookies and then also talk about how to manage and to stay centered and grounded during all this chaos of what we call the holiday season. So if that's something you're interested in, just stay tuned. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna make some sugar cookies. These are the best sugar cookies you will ever taste, okay? I promise, and it's so easy. It's so easy. You don't need to go and get that Pillsbury. There's nothing on these, okay? But also just wanted to talk about how to manage during this time. There is so much going on, just like my sweater. But either way, there's so much going on. For me, at least personally, I can only speak for myself. You know, I work, thankfully, I work from home, so I don't have to actually go out and deal with society, so that's nice. But I mean, it's still a lot. Working, we homeschool the kids, and now Christmas, and then I was just informed that I'll be hosting Christmas this year, so. So yeah, I've got a lot going on my plate right now. But I have ways to keep my sanity and keep a smile on my face because life's too short. Life is too short. But to start off with the cookies, what you'll want to do is cream together your butter and sugar. I have a cup of softened butter. And we'll just pop these in the KitchenAid. If you have a hand mixer, you can do that. If you have your hands, you can do that as well. Might be a little tricky, but you know, nothing's impossible. Okay, so I've got the butter in there, and then I have about a cup of sugar, of white sugar, and I have a half a cup, so a cup and a half. And we will turn this on and cream that together. Just trying to make sure it's nice and blended. Okay. And then we'll add a teaspoon, before the egg, we'll add a teaspoon of vanilla. And my secret ingredient is to add a teaspoon of almond extract as well. For some reason, it just does something to the cookies. So don't leave it out. Don't cheat yourself. I mean, you can just use vanilla, but the almond just takes it to another level. So I've done that. And then I'll add 1 egg. And give that a mix. Please. So at this point, I'm just gonna mix up the dry ingredients. We'll do a teaspoon of the baking soda. And a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Oof, I need to get some more. And then if you're using unsalted butter, you can just add like half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm just giving this a nice little mix. and bam, you're done. That's it. We're just gonna dump. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had about 2 cups, 2 3/4 of a cup, just shy of 3 cups of flour that I mixed into here. Don't do that. So we'll just let all of those mix together. And that's it. Like literally, that's it. You can turn these into rolled out dough. You can just add flour when you mix it. And then roll them out, or you can just make them as drop cookies, which is what I'm gonna do because we're hungry, okay? We're hungry. So I've got everything all mixed up. This is about the consistency your dough should be. Nice and thick, okay, thick. You can put them in the fridge so that they harden and you can have a better success with rolling them out and cutting them into shapes, or you can go ahead and make them just like this. You just pop them in the oven at 375. I typically I set the timer for like 7 minutes. That seems to be the Goldilocks number. They'll look slightly, just a hair undercooked, but they're not. You just let them sit on the baking sheet and finish cooking, because nobody likes some dry, nasty, crunchy. And there's a fine line between crunchy and like crunchy, and you don't want crunchy sugar cookies. So that's it. So as far as just managing, you know, these high stressful times and just trying to stay grounded, for me, I found that just making lists. I make lists for everything. Lists for literally everything. Grocery list, freaking presents list, lists for things to do around the house. And now that my dad and my sister and my nieces are coming for Christmas, you know, I've got lists for that too. Lists for what to make for dinner. And that just kind of helps me keep myself organized, because at least I can track where I am, so it doesn't feel so overwhelming. And then also, you know, you just want to make sure that you're setting a budget, and then don't set a budget where you've got, you know, you're going to go over it. Like, go ahead and just budget in the extra splurge money. Set your goal at, let's say, 300. Go ahead and budget for 400, because you know you're going to end up spending a little more. And that helps a lot too, because every year I'd be like, okay, I'm only going to do X, Y, and then by the time I look, it's like, oh, I was nowhere near that. So just do yourself that favor ahead of time, and then that way, you know, when the time comes, you won't feel so stressed about, oh gosh, I really want to get this, but I only budgeted for X, Y, and Z. But it's like, oh, I still have that extra $100 that I wasn't accounting for. For tip number 3, you know, just remember your gratitude. It's frustrating, believe me, I know all too well. You know, just how this time of year seems to bring out the best in some people and the worst in others. I guess, I get it. I guess it's a triggering time for people, but, you know, someone cuts you off. It's like, hey guy, F you. But you know what? Thank God I'm okay. You know, it's all about just being thankful. You know, that really does save you from a lot of heartache. It's just remembering the things that are blessings. The fact that you're alive, the fact that you can, even if you celebrate the holidays, you can celebrate the holidays, or if you, even if you don't have kids or anyone to celebrate with, you know, put yourself out there. Invite yourself to someone's house. I'm sure there's someone that would love your company. And just approach life with a sense of gratitude, and that will take you a long way. And so for tip number 4, what saves my sanity is to avoid shopping during peak hours. Just if you can. I mean, if you've got a 9 to 5, I get it. But you know, maybe you could use your lunch break to take care of whatever errands that, you know, you need to do. That literally saves me all of my sanity because it's maddening. I went out the other day. I didn't realize it was Sunday because I work nights. And if you work nights, you know that your days and your nights, and you don't know where you're existing. It's a whole thing. But, you know, when you're working nights, you're just all over the place. So I went out thinking, beepity bop, boop bop, I'm just gonna run to the store. And it was a Sunday, and it was a nightmare. I walked into the store and I was like, what the is going on here? And I did an immediate about face and said, you know what, forget it. I'm not doing this. I mean, people were driving like fools. People flooring it through the parking lot. People bum rushing old ladies. Like it was a whole thing. And I'm like, I mentally cannot deal with this right now. So if you can, try to avoid going out during those peak times, you know, Saturdays, Sundays, anytime after, you know, between like 5 and 7. Don't do it to yourself. You know, maybe wait till 8, 9. Everyone's kind of home and settled in. That's literally how it is. So for tip number 5, the biggest thing is just enjoy the process. Just enjoy the season. I mean, I know there's some Grinch energy around, and that's okay. They have their place too. You know, you can't have all light without some dark, so that's cool. But try to enjoy it as much as you can. It makes life so much better, you know, especially this time of year. It's just, there's something just so magical about it. You know, the smells, the different flavors of, you know, different foods, different treats. Like, I just love this time of year because I don't bake any other time. But I will live in the kitchen during this time of year. There's just something about it that just makes you want to cook and spend time with your family. It's cold outside, and it's just a magical time of year. And so just try to embrace that and enjoy as much of it as you can. So that's it for all of my rambling. I'm just gonna pop these in the oven for, like I said, about 7 minutes. I have the oven preheated to 375, which actually it says 190. My oven's stuck on Celsius for some reason. I don't know what happened. So I've been having to Google how, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. So I'll show you these cookies once they're finished. So here are the cookies. Just popped them, got them out of the oven. They were nice and cool down. I've already tasted one. They taste amazing, nice and buttery, a little crispy around the edges and nice and moist in the middle. They may not look like much. Like I said, I was being quick and lazy. Did not feel like the whole rolling out process, but trust me, they taste amazing. If you guys give this recipe a try, let me know. Let me know how it turns out, or if you have any other suggestions, please let me know. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you in the next video.